billion-dollar forecasts ongoing across the area. As we look towards what's next, beginning of the month, I always like to look at the averages and where we go during that month. So let's look at June. Now into June 2nd, our average high on this day, so that's the midpoint, typically 76 degrees. Average low 57. We're going to be around there tonight. By the end of the month, our average high goes all the way up to 83. That's really close to our 84, which is the highest our average gets in early July. 65 is the average low. In terms of rainfall, this is the second rainiest month of the year. It typically comes from showers and thunderstorms that we get bubbling up in the heating of the afternoon, and we average close to 4 inches of rain. In terms of daylight, we're not going to gain a whole lot more. You know, the first day of summer, obviously, the longest day in terms of daylight. And this is a record. The month of June is for the hottest temperature ever in Cleveland. That's 104. I was chatting with my mom earlier. I had my birthday is June 24th, so we had a party on the 25th when it was 104, and we made this chocolate cake, and the chocolate cake just kind of became this flat piece of drippy chocolate stuff. I mean, it was just a train wreck. I mean, literally a train wreck. It was a train cake, and it just turned into a mess. So I remember that day greatly as a kid here in Northeast Ohio. All right, rush hour forecast tomorrow morning. Not going to do personal stories the whole time, I promise. 50s in the morning. It's going to be chilly compared to where we've been, but comfortable. We'll be in the 70s during the afternoon. I think tomorrow is going to be one of the top 10 Cleveland days across the area tomorrow. It's just going to be picture perfect. Reason why? Well, we've got the cooler air in place as high pressure sinks in. Cool us out towards the north and the east where we didn't have a lot of daytime heating. We held on to the clouds the longest. Notice we're 50s and 60s elsewhere. But the big thing is that you've noticed is we've got much drier air in here. Dew points down into the 40s and 50s. That's a very comfortable brand of humidity that you can barely feel. All the humid air that we've had is now scrunched down towards the Gulf Coast. It's going to stay there for much of the weekend. So we've got not just comfortable weekend, but great sunshine planned here in the forecast. So the bigger picture, we've got the storms that we had yesterday heading off the East Coast. They had severe weather. Delmarva Peninsula down the I-95 corridor. For us back towards the west, you notice the clearing. We do have this little low pressure off towards the north, though. As that continues to spin, may have some clouds tomorrow afternoon as that kind of pinwheels through. But the bigger picture across the country, we have a steady diet of northwest flow that will keep us cool and comfortable as we go on into the weekend. The tropics are active. We've highlighted this over the last couple nights. This is the remnants of Agatha, which came into Mexico, came across the Yucatan. It's now going to redevelop likely into Tropical Storm Alex. This will be the first storm of the Atlantic season, which officially just started yesterday. But you can see the organization to it. When you're looking at this, these are high cloud tops. When they're cold and they're high up in the atmosphere and organized, they turn red on our infrared satellite. The center of circulation is here, though. That's the problem. Normally, you'd think it'd be here and it'd be a big system. It's still very disorganized. A lot of the thunderstorm clusters on the eastern side. It's going to remain pretty disorganized. Not expecting a big hurricane or anything like that for Florida. But if you have friends or family, or perhaps you're heading down to the Sunshine State this weekend, it's going to be really rainy as Tropical Storm Alex more than likely heads through the state and then heads out into the Atlantic. So kind of crummy weather for them down there. For us, not the case. National Design Mart hour by our forecast. Chilly morning tomorrow. Notice how we bounce back quickly with that June sun. We're up into the 70s. I think mid to upper 70s ought to do it tomorrow with some passing clouds as that low pressure pinwheels through. Tomorrow evening for any of those Friday night plans and on into your Saturday morning, picture perfect, much like tonight. And then we're dealing with wall-to-wall sunshine. It's going to be tough to find a cloud on Saturday. Just beautiful around here. Humidity stays low, then it comes back up next week. Wouldn't you know, that's when our rainfall chances increase. You can see the remnants of Alex heading up the East Coast, but watch our weather locally. We'll get a frontal boundary in here Sunday night and Monday. Our next good chance of rain around here falls on Monday, Tuesday. Union Home Mortgage 10-day forecast. Beautiful weekend ahead, as mentioned. Storm chances Monday, Tuesday, and another active pattern brings more showers in here later next week. Overall, a very steady diet of 70s over the course of the forecast. This is the spring that we often don't get.
Yes, billion-dollar weather.
Yes, exactly. Yes. You nailed it.
That's promised.
Yeah, nice job, Russ Mitchell.
No, it's all you, Matt.
Oh,
Thank you so much.